What's up, you guys? Diaz here. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. Thank you for being interested of even checking out, the weekly vlog. This is going to be the first vlog of 10 while I prepare for the Ironman 70.3 in Santa Rosa, which is May 9, 2020. So I wanted to make this short video to kind of give a little background on myself and kind of everything I've kind of been going through and what is leading up to this, big race. Well, big for me. This race is a big deal to me because it's been 2 years in the making. I signed up for the first one back in 2018, but I failed to make it to the start line because I pulled my calf the month before. Last year, 2019, I was gearing up to do it again, and I was in a cycling accident while I was training. I was cut off by a vehicle while I was training on my bike, and I landed on my head doing 24 miles an hour and sustained a concussion that kept me out of life for 6 months. So this is kind of like my road to redemption, man. This is my comeback. This is what I've been training for the past 2 years and never reached. And there's one thing I've learned, throughout my life is just be relentless to your goals, man. Be motivated. Always set new goals and find ways to get to them, man. That's what life's all about. So back in 2018, I wanted to do a triathlon. I always wanted to do a triathlon ever since I started doing endurance races. I was really big into doing OCRs at the time and running like endurance races, like trail races, 5K, 10K, half marathon, stuff like that. But I always wanted to do a triathlon, and I thought what bigger way to go into a triathlon than to do an Ironman. I signed up for a local sprint triathlon, which is 700-meter swim and a 12-mile bike and a 3-mile run. I thought, hey, I'm in good shape already, and I'm already a pretty good swimmer, which I wasn't. I thought I was. There's a big difference between being a good swimmer with technique and experience rather than being someone who is good at, just pull swimming, which is basically what it turned out to be. It's like saying you're a good street fighter, so you want to go do MMA with no training. That's basically what happened to me. So anyway, signed up for that sprint triathlon, went out there, had my ass handed to me in the open water swim, had no idea what to expect, thought I could swim fast, tried to keep up with the top guys. I blew out the first 50 meters and basically drowned the rest of the way. I did end up finishing the triathlon, but it was just like, there was always that thing in my head telling me, like, you didn't finish your race, like you didn't prepare for it, like you just did it for the attention. You didn't do it because you really wanted to do it. I really did it because I wanted to. It wasn't, for the attention, but I didn't want it enough to put in the work for it. Because like I said, at the time I was training for obstacle course races, and the big race for Spartan was coming up, and I was just focusing on other stuff. But that just kind of left something in me to fucking keep going, man. Like I gotta finish this damn race. Like I wasn't good with that. Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, I did the sprint, and then I signed up for the Ironman, which was a month later. In that sprint triathlon, I actually strained my calf really bad. And being the stubborn athlete that I am, like most people are, I kept training on it, and eventually I pulled my calf before the race could even before I could even get to the Ironman. I ended up pulling my calf, so I had to drop out last minute. Basically, it was a no-show because it was too late for me to get a refund or go to another race. So that was it for that year. The following year, I was really motivated. I wanted to train for it. I wanted to be serious about doing triathlons. I wanted to get better at swimming. I wanted to get better at my cycling. At the time, I was already running a lot. I wanted to do the best I could. So I basically buried myself in the swimming pool. I cut my mileage down a lot running. I focused a lot on, just swimming, and I swam pretty much every day. I would just go to the pool and swim for like an hour nonstop, just because I knew how shitty it felt to get tired in the water, and I didn't want that to happen. So I tried to just swim as much as I could, and when I swam, I just swam constantly without stopping. Eventually I linked up with a buddy of mine who was training for his first triathlon, who wasn't very strong in swimming. So me and him just basically met at the pool every day and swam, and I was helping him along the way learn how to swim. If you watch the video before this one of my Napa Valley tri, you'll see him. His name's Randy, good guy, one of my really good friends now. But he's also doing some tries still, like he's still going. So happy to see that. But anyway, 2019, I buried myself in the pool, swam my ass off, trained my ass off. I was scared to death. Went and trained in open water because I knew I needed it. So I went and got certified to swim in the open water at a nearby lake. Me and Randy actually went and did it. And So we just practiced constantly. It would be raining outside and we'd be in the open water just swimming our asses off, running, biking, everything. So I was just trying to get as much experience as I could. I was watching YouTube videos and I was basically my own coach, teaching myself how to train for these events. Signed up for a local sprint try again, which is Napa. If you look at the video before this, the Hits Napa Valley Triathlon 2019, you'll see my video. We trained for that, went and did that. So my goal for that was just to finish the swim strong. Like I didn't want to fail the swim again. So basically I started out slow and ended up finishing the entire triathlon in second place. It was real emotional for me because I put in a lot of hard work, overcame a lot of fears. Like I said, I hate open water. It's dark, it's quiet, you don't know what the hell's in there. I'm still scared of it, but I mean, I have a little bit more experience in it now, so I kind of know how to deal with it, but I don't. Like, I'm still scared. Like, I have a triathlon coming up before the Ironman that I'm still scared to do, but I'm going to do it. But anyway, so we go out to the race, end up finishing second. Never really dealt with any adversity in the race. I felt easy, and I was like, fuck, for the first time, like, I worked my ass off and I overcame that. And not only did I overcome it, but I got second place overall. Like, holy shit. Like, imagine if I had been doing this my entire life. Like, that's what I kept thinking. But anyway, was riding high off that, was still training super hard for this Ironman that was coming in July of 2019. I was cycling 3 days after my birthday on May 19th of 2019. I had just turned 33. I was cycling, got cut off by a truck doing 24 miles an hour. I flipped my bike, landed on my head. Like any other stubborn athlete, rode my bike home, finished my training session first, then dealt with the consequences after I was done. I ended up being sidelined for 6 months, sitting in the house, in a dark house with my dog, Mia. She's right here. Mia's right here. She was my buddy. She was Papa's old buddy while he was recovering from concussion symptoms. So 6 months in the house of, being in the dark, not talking to anybody, going through migraines and head pain everywhere. My body hurt. Concussions are no joke, and accidents are no joke. So anyway, I was out completely for 6 months, and then started, getting back into light swimming and light running and stuff like that. It took a long time though. It took me about 8 to 9 months to fully recover. I've been training full go for about 3 months now. But it's been a long road. It's been hard. A lot of emotions along the way. Now my goal is to finish what I started in 2018. I need to cross that finish line, and not just cross the finish line, but I need to cross the finish line in the best of my ability. I don't necessarily give a shit about winning. I just want to leave there knowing that I gave it everything I had, not just during the race, but everything leading up to the race the last 2 years in preparation. There's been a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, I have a full-time job. I work split shifts most of the time, so it's hard to get training sessions in. I get them in, but like I said, it's hard. And that's kind of like what I wanted to show people. Is like, you can be an everyday worker who does 40 hours a week of work, and you can still get your training, and you can still have time with your family. Me and my fiance are planning our wedding right now. I've got the full-time job. She's got a full-time job. We've got our dog. So life is just kind of taking off. And like I said, at the same time, I'm setting these goals, and I'm trying to stick to these goals and finish everything I started at the same time. So it's just kind of everything in one, which is why I kind of, like I said, this is why I want to show this weekly vlog, just to show people, like, you can do shit. Like, limitations only exist because they exist in your brain. All right. So anyway, so for the next 10 weeks, I'll be filming some of my training. I'll be filming some of my personal life, and just everything leading up to the race. My race is actually going to be filmed by Ironman. I plan on doing like a short documentary, maybe the day before. I might do it on my phone. This whole thing was supposed to be a documentary. Me and a buddy of mine got together and started filming it back in like July of 2019. But like I said, just life and everything, and then not knowing if I was going to race or not, because they hadn't sent me my my race registration yet. That was from last year. Like I said, these races aren't cheap. They're like $475. So like I said, I had sponsorships last year who paid for it. And because nobody got to my emails, there was, some going back and forth over emails to kind of see, if they were going to refund me my registration for 2020. But, finally everything got taken care of. Thank you, Ironman. I really appreciate that. Everything was taken care of. And now, I just, like I said, I got my confirmation 2 days ago, and it's official. So now is, everything's real now. I see the start line now. It's not like I'm training blind, just waiting for something to happen. So now, like, the motivation has kicked up a lot, and I want to share it with people. Like I said, this is a special moment for me. These are going to be some special weeks, and like I said, I want to share them with everybody, and I want to share them with people who want to be motivated, and who need this. I've been through a lot of shit in my life, and I've been through times where I've been depressed, unmotivated, and just bottom of the pit. And it took one motivational video for me to watch by one of my favorite athletes, who was Ray Lewis. It took one video for me to see and listen to his words that got my life back on track about 8 years ago. So if this video or these vlogs can help save one person or help one person out in anything, or just motivate someone to get up off the couch and kick some ass, that's what it's all about. So I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time, but anyway, that's what to expect. I do have a couple of other races that are before the Ironman that I'm also going to put on this weekly vlog that are coming up. One's going to be in March, one's going to be in April. So it's going to be a big series these next few weeks, man. I'm excited. I hope all you guys are excited. Thank you again. If you haven't already, subscribe down below. You can leave comments. I'll try to answer them the best I can. Just support the channel. Share it on your social media. Share it on whatever you want. Share it with your family members. Share it with your friends. Share it with your dog, your cat. Get this out there. So I hope you guys enjoy these next 10 weeks. I'm going to try to get them out to you guys as quick as I can. I'm still learning how to edit and stuff, so it takes a little longer than expected, but we're going to get this done, man. Like I said, Ironman 70.3 Santa Rosa, May 9th, 2020 is going down. Can't wait.